Hello friends, assalamu alaikum. Hope you all are well. So welcome back to my channel. I am back here with another recipe. Sorry, my throat is little upset. So I have made this cake on somebody's request. This is pistachio with raspberry rose. So let's begin. Here's the sponge cake recipe. You can see, and I will introduce you. I have made this buttermilk at home with a few drops of lemon. You can also use yogurt, room temperature. So here are the ingredients. Let's begin. First, I'm going to mix all the dry ingredients together. I have to be little careful here because the bowl is small. Okay, let me try to manage. Done. Okay, so I have just put the butter here and a small amount of sugar, half amount of sugar actually, and then I'm going to beat it until this amount of sugar is mixed, because if I will mix all together, it will start to blow up on my face. So now I'm adding the second part of sugar and I will mix until everything is nicely comes together. Okay, you can see that here it's done. Now I'm breaking one egg at a time and I will beat so that the mixture will not curdle too much. Okay, the second one, then I will beat again, and then the third one, and I'm going to beat it again. After that I'm going to add the buttermilk. Okay, and I will beat again. This is a very nice neutral sponge cake which is very soft and also not too sweet. My fathers love it, and actually I made this cake for him on his birthday. So now I'm just adding the dry ingredients and mixing it with the spatula. This is one of his favorite sponge cake because he always says that it's not very sweet since he is diabetic also, and the flavor of pistachio is very nice. So now I will just divide the batter into 3 equal parts. I'm using here 6 centimeter rings, actually yes, 6 inches rings, sorry. Okay, now this is third one. If you want to be very precise, you can actually weigh the scale the batter and then you can divide into 3 equal parts. Okay, now I'm going to bake it at 160 degree for 40 minutes, and you can see it's nicely baked. Now we will start preparing for the jam. This is with raspberry and some rose petal is optional, and the rose flavor. So first I am going to just heat up the puree until 40 degrees Celsius, as I always mention. Then I will introduce sugar with pectin in shower method. If you don't have pectin, you can also use corn flour. 2 tablespoons will do in the same amount of recipe, but the thing is that the taste will be little different. Okay, it will be like a paper type of taste. I'm not a fan of corn flour too much, so for me it feels like paper taste. So this is also ready. Now we are moving towards the frosting. I am using here non-dairy cream cheese, and rose flavor is optional. Okay, now I am just going to beat the cream cheese until it is smooth. All the chunks of the cream cheese is melted. Once you see that everything is smooth, then introduce the whipping cream and the rose flavor. And now it's the time to assemble the cake. I just put a layer and then I have put the sponge. There is no need to actually put any type of syrup because this sponge itself is very nice and soft. So first we will make the bridge. Okay, and in the center I will spread a little bit. And now I will put the jam in between, and a thin layer of cream cheese again. I will try to spread it out on the top. and after that I will put the second layer. Okay, I'm not very expert on this, so just bear with me, I'm sorry. And now I'm making another bridge for the second layer, and I will repeat the process. It's done as well. And the same thing I'm repeating, that I'm just covering a very thin on layer of cream cheese on the jam of raspberry rose. It's almost finished, and I will introduce the third layer. And after that I will just frost my cake with more of cream cheese, and then I will put in the freezer. So I will just keep going with it from the top as well. I'm just trying to finish this, and then I will put my cake in the freezer for the better finishing. This job is just, keep doing. After putting it, I will just use a stencil and the leftover frosting. You just design your cake whatever you like. I'm just telling you how to do it. I just put a very thin layer of the frosting, and then I'm just putting it with a spatula. I'm spreading it out on the stencil to make sure that all the gaps are filling up with the frosting. And then I will take the help of a scraper and I will remove the excess. Okay, so here it is. We'll just remove it, and then I did a airbrush on it. So first I will finish this scrapping, and then I just did the airbrush, and I write a message for my father, a song which I used to sing for him, that may he lives long, Amin. And the cake is ready. I just dressed up with the fresh raspberries, nothing else, and I wrote a beautiful message for him. And I will show you the inside slice. Here you can see a beautiful cake. And on this note, I will say goodbye to all. Ciao, take care, bye.